good to go. So, sorry, Lempele, Commander, just to clear the Bollocks matter, and then we proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and thank you for advice. Yeah, about the information. It was a small issue, but I've been advised for Harna Contractual Bollocks. We've got contract with 2 companies.
Okay.
So as far as we are concerned, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, Chair.
Okay.
Because that was my question. Go find out are those companies not fronting for Bollocks? Because fronting is not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, by law.
Ke hela gore gongwe le lona le seka seke gore gongwe kana ba front-a ke tsore front investigate wa ke
Dirmela or BDF in a intelligence, yeah,
yes.
They should be able to get that information very, very simple.
Okay. All right. No, Kitsagori, Commander, you note that. Honorable Munaching, you are next.
Thank you, Chairman. Ke paletswe ke go nwa tee sentle a ka re tswa ko tinyana.
Yes.
Ke akantse 41 million wa go thuba di asbestos a be go dirwa me aka le bua gongwe ke bona gore melao ya mahatshe batla gore go dirwa sentle di go isiwa ko di isiwang teng me 41 million yo chairman o ntshositse batho me ke hete go setse go kile ga buiwa gore a significant number of non-moving advanced cases tse leng gore di ke tsa di go senyega ga dikoloi go sa chargiwa interest recovery and salary payments remain unrecovered, with multiple cases now marked to process write-off. What is the BDF policy and approval process for invoking write-off authority on irrecoverable debts? And how many additional cases are anticipated to require write-off in the next Chairman uninterrupted thank you.
You too, Commander.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chair. Tota the policy ya go recover. The policy ya go recover is the same process every following ya government, because we account to this committee, we account to the issues that Auditor General and the rest. So we liaise and coordinate the Attorney General in certain things that we refer to them. The normal policy we investigate. Fortunately, investigate whether at the end of the day refer issues go Attorney General. But in our investigations, so in other cases, how about BDF or how about to but we write and request through police government to see recover. This is what we've actually done to be able to exhaust when it's approved, and then go write way off. And in the process of write off, how approve the commander on the authority to be able to write off money up to a certain amount, 50,000. Beyond that, it's the normal process. So that's basically the process here. But we do thorough investigations to be able to satisfy ourselves. Sometimes we are quizzed to say, no, you have not actually satisfied some of these things. We even go to the ground. In many cases, whether my MP and the rest, sometimes by the time I produce a report, it is somebody along, there is nothing really to be able to recover. Sometimes my dear thing, that we are even advised or that the process of trying to recover 50 pula, for example, Mutaluka Shaka going up and down and things like that, we end up regulating scenarios to be able to write off. Thank you.
Thank you, Commander. Tota ke buisiwa jalo as my next question. Ke buisiwa jalo ke issue ya corporate governance. Ka gore as BDF le nna le di-fine tse le di dirang, le nna le traveling impressed and overpayment salary accounts tse leng gore go lebega di kaya recovery rates di le ko tlase thata. Anong kere gongwe on those traveling impressed and overpayment of salaries and the fines tse le di finang. Why is it that the recovery rates are very, very low?
But I think this is a combination of many factors. Somebody end up the first one, somebody wrong who is charged that we are trying to recover that. We end up I dismiss you. And then you try to recover how recover an amount of money long a balance. They tell a lot of chemotry long gore. Recover. Happy limit to a chemolao. As we recover more to Habacho. Recover certain amount ya madi home madi a bodi lifia na madi a none na dimile motho through programs tsa bo SACCOs, but you cannot la motho ana le madi be able to deduct madi a gagwe a pension, for example, molao ha re land you end up having to give motho madi me antse a kolota, and we keep on pursuing motho to an extent when he can't pay for whatever reason. In na issue re referang go attorney general, so that the process also of trying to do recovery and try to make a follow up. Sometimes the they are prescribed, and we can't make a follow up anymore. Write off. Then those might be one of the reasons. Recover because in the process recover how hits. And then the process of also trying what's in a process it becomes another complex thing with litigation. So that becomes one of the issues. What basically happens, it will recover and motwa duel. When a take a certain action, not a duel, hands as well as a duel, why Misa duel? We end up who elongate the period that thing can't think what's about 4 or 5 years. Muton and that duel. More the recovery is depending on her recoverable. Honna wants to appear more reporting the amount of money along her recover. Who depend on when you negotiate or motoka afford bukai. So obviously before it later it's something say long send us say constantly pop more the statement thing as we progress to other financial years.
Hello, Chairman. Make it say sebaka se ke le bogele BDF gore masole a ntseng a kolotua ka lebua go duetso bangwe ba tla duela ka gore re le mapalamente re botswa ke batho ba ntsi thata ka one madi a lisela duele mo masoleng a bogologolo, mme le se le buile gore ba tla duela ra leboga. But my last question, kana gona le politiki lengwe ko Africa Borwa le teletseng party nngwe me le na le go ipelaetsa thata gore ma-America mpo lehatshe la America le na le air base mo Botswana gongwe ebile a raya ko ke tswang teng ka ko kweneng ka ko Molepolole Thabe Phatso ya nne ke kopa gore yone eo general moeteledipele wa BDF mo Botswana botlhe o ruraletse setšhaba gore a re na le air base ya ma-America lehatshe la America mo Botswana ampo ga re na nayo gotlhelele gore gongwe kgang e tle e robalwe ke ditlhokwa kgang e kana re tshaba lehatshe la ke ra lehatshe la Africa le emisente thata ga re batla go toga le re nna re kgopakgopetsana le lone gore base teng e leng gore ga ba batla go tlhasela lehatshe la Africa Borwa ba ka le tlhasela ba le mo Botswana ka ntata gore ba teng ba na le air base ya. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Ke na le 38 years mo BDF, and I think I've gone through different structures, and I think I'm one of the longest serving generals mo Defence Force headquarters. I've had an opportunity to see project throughout the years, because I've served much longer my headquarters. I've looked through the Hansate, it's a lot of if you go back, the Tabana no debate Madi, I'm a parliamenting, allocate to Madi, it's very straightforward. Even how I lay campai, Rubian Kayone, Kotikama America, Hakitimis Kakar Kotikama America. But I think now my bigger problem is I'm in the same boat, Honorable Chair. But one of them puts a barak, Linatuta. Campaign hoting a mamma, Lina Gaya Bata Kilo Commander. Only Kibata Selatin or Kisori, Eco Kai, Gary, Murti years you can Kirleka Bata Impalace, we tell like it's an old move commander and Kensiki, but the Haki, when Haki Sikwe Linting, Honorable Levazwana, you Kai one on home. Home, one more talat and Browy, but this is so that the honor is about to send over Hood. But not as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. And I think it's in even the same issues, even Ambassador Obama, America, so different people have been asked at different times. We've addressed this issue so many times, have written newspapers, and our story has never changed. So as far as I know, as Commander of Botswana Defence Force, and the number of years and the files that I've looked through, because Lena Nekanal interest or I have failed to get those things even in archives. So I'm still yet to basically know what Eka Kampat. And as far as I know, I want to compare America. But maybe only even to clarify further. Compare what thing Kama America or what thing Kama America got a pass. I don't know. I haven't yet received anything or I've seen anything say or reflector from any other, I would say, government in place. Even the same base, where the people that are complaining and talking about Baba Songoting have actually been utilized by everybody. We train with everybody, whether America, Mafora, even the SADC member countries. We have invited people to the said base for about by born. We have even invited different even chiefs of the defense forces in the region, because it's a normal routine invite and to build confidence. We have done that. So that's how I know. It's not an American base. There's any other base in America. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mnakhe. Thank you very much, Commander. Honorable Mbeo.
Nyamiye kesa dina ko ye Uncle Shima ya base ya ye kwa ki propaganda UDC ki alona e ki la le simolla khanye ha o kwa boza botso ye ki alona
Honorable Mbeo araskarako.
Sorry.
Araskarako.
Sorry munga. General. Yes. General. General, say, keep our information yotle, or are you being untruthful to this committee? Arbele go khanya asbestos. Onore a ona company mo Botswana e ka dirang tiro eo. Are you sure about that information that you are telling us?
That's what I've been advised Lena Kela alarm the figure ya 41 million because Lena was concerned. And knowing what the previous company, or they went through the same process, that. That's how but this is an estimate. But if there is a company more Botswana, that's something that can still be interrogated. Kana who tender to be able to find out
Okay, sir. The company 100% Botswana owned company. Everyone at the even sayers. And then Honali any engage with BDF go peakwe. Everyone with the champs Botswana. I've just spoken to the director of that company. I'm confirming Lahore. Indeed, he did some work. Go peakwe your asbestos. Why are you not telling us the truth, General?
General?
If it is erroneously stated, it's something that I can further find out, but I'm not deliberately planning to say it's untruthful. Like I said, it's what I've been advised, even in terms of the previous work. Really.
Okay, and because of time, General, go by this squad. I think Yakauri is erroneous, an error. I think we can accept that. But because BDF has already engaged the Botswana company, Champs Botswana, go Pikwe. And this company has 15 years of experience in that field. A profile abo ne le tiro e kileng ba dira jalo jalo gona le engwe gape even sales lone e dirile jalo ba ne ba go informa ga ba go bolela ba maruse o go ba episa misima.
Just a second, Maramabel. Kana ha batho ba sa go bolele nnete ha o ngwe ba ile ba roba sengwe mo go thokeng go bolela nnete. That is why it's very important or pursue a kanyone. Re itse bo amaro ja yone lo wena jaanong kana ha o hetse o buile gore ga gona company ya motho mme go sepala re teng wa bona re jaanong o fola mo category ya batho ba sa buinnete ba bolela a committee. So the point I'm making ke gore batho ba sa buinnete ha ngo bana le sengwe se ba se roba so a re le toko kganyiwa o te gongwe o re nela report ka yone general gore ga te go dira itse jang gore o re ipitela re le mo seemong se e leng gore jaanong di-company tse di a buiwa di mo Botswana mme wena ne o boleletse gore ga di mo Botswana ga di yo mo Botswana re neela just a short report on that.
Point noted, Chair. Point noted, Honorable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ibile we pursue further because go lebega gore go panna matenga BDF ine itiretse tiro ka bo yone ke kopa gore go investigate gongwe ga ba sala di environmental laws sentle tse di tsamelana le gone disposing ya asbestos. So go ra go fa ga ba go bolele bo ammaruse ke kopa gore go di sala morago di khantse because di borai ebe o re fe feedback ke tsa gore re tla tloka feedback mo di khanyeng tse pedi tse di botlhokwa.
Please. Technical advisor, get in touch with the commander, Arnele report on these issues. Thank you very much.
All right, General, arbuwe ka officer cadet. Officer cadet kana ga ba ya training, ba trainer ba le mo scale sefeng.
C2.
Ba trainer ba le mo C2 and then ga ba tswa training ba nna di second lieutenant ba tsena mo scale sefeng.
Tla ke le ka o refer ka ra harlogane ke C1. C1.
Ba tsena mo C1.
Yeah.
Era. And then how long do they stay mo C1? Ba kana ba promote after how long to become king?
The normal track, normally when you commission, on a second lieutenant, you stay for 2 years as a second lieutenant.
And then everyone promote to
and then you become a lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Everyone at what scale?
It's D3, D4. Yeah.
At D4.
Yeah.
I get a shock information everywhere. Okay. And then are we recruit privates, my favorite people. So recruit privates when about train at what scale?
I think human resources manager. Where?
Hey. But I'll answer. You will excuse me for the delay. Consultant.
Human resources manager. Mo dipotso tse di bodiwang gongwe ka bone ke ra a ikana mme ka etse go itira nakonyana a go sebetse re tswelle pele.
Ba train at what scale? Haban na di private ba nelo scale se se kae ibile ba tsala ba ka le kae ba le mo scale seo ba promote after how long?
Yeah, private take B1, but I don't want to say unlike officer cadet because it's more like a transition rank as a second lieutenant. It becomes automatic. After 2 years, become lieutenant. But private, it's then they would fall under the category like everybody else, where we always say the minimum rank before the next Netani, it is 4 years, which is a minimum rank. But it depends on the vacancies, depends on many things, on the structural sub-BDF. Because when you get promoted from Homo Private to Lance Corporal, you feel a certain vacancy. But the minimum for most ranks, including our private, is normally 4 years, but it is possible that people take even longer.
Okay, how umbrella scale seven good training like B1. Haven't the private in B1 still?
B2.
B2 is lower than B1. That can be.
Yeah, good training because
good training B2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, why correct? Go training B2 and then have a private banana B1. Okay. So they can stay in that scale for too long. Why is it that Masola Gutla Sekare Halibarati, Bone Baba Nyediwa, Kim Baba Godi Mudos of the automatic, these are masses solela, nice. Baba Gutla Seba whenever, Kimangudo Barata in general. Kimangudo Batokomelang, when you are not doing it.
Thank you, Honorable. Then
why the difference between them and others? Baba Godi Mudos of the automatic. We or have training, it's C2, how was of C1, and then D4. It's a lot of money. Even if you came back for so long. Why are you not treating these people fairly, Baba Kotlas?
Thank you, Honorable. Kana the Act specifies certain things, right? Or motale cadete. It becomes automatic after 2 years. When I say it, like I said, second lieutenant is a transition. It is a transition rank. Second lieutenant. From there, it depends on performance. It depends on many other things. Learner to move into the category. A minimum of 4 years, like the rest of Mungwele Mung. And I've also explained Harry Buaka, second lieutenant as a transition rank, but then it also depends on. It also depends on the numbers it's about to let the vacancies. Say, a lot of people have to be able to occupy.
We're now going to fair for Baba Kotasebone, but do something this kind automatic. At least according to you, I'm asking you as a man, as a Motswana, as a leader. I want to fair for Baba someone this kind of the real lack of Baba Kodim.
But like I said, it is the structure, how the structure is actually built in terms of what you occupy, how it's to the next rank, because you cannot be able to promote people. Let me just give a simple example. If there are only 3 sections, for example, in a platoon, when a section commander or section 2 and there will always be only 3 last corporals to be able to occupy that particular.
Okay, because of time, I get but because of time, let's go to the next one. I want to demonstrate. No. Wait, this is my time, General. I'm the one.
Wait, Honorable
this is my time. Don't do that, Mr.
Ma, what's the point?
Omlu.
What's the point?
Tota go depend how what's about to ba be ba go thomagana ka rank gongwe what we should actually be looking at that we could also interrogate. Let's say we make mistake. It's probably in terms of margin. But I think what complicates things is the structure and or maswala reduelwa ka rank as you move to the next thing because of what you actually occupy. Maybe the bigger picture could be in terms of looking in terms of how lengthy, in terms of entrance or looking at the job description, is it commensurate to that? But in terms of the rank, is because of the rank and fitting within that structure, and the pyramid structure that it actually has to be able to we have to be able to comply to.
Fairness. They easily transition to a different scale. Bako training B1, Habatsa 9 na B2, Memotoka na 10 years no B2. Fairness. I think it's an issue that you should look at. Because unfair and motob, you honor all the competencies, me scaling for 10 years, me as a transition to another scale. The position. Honorable.
Committed allowance, General. You are unfair, that is clear. You are very unfair to the private. You are completely unfair to the private. But I trust because you are a new general, you are a new leader, you'll fix these things. Reforms and whatever include Babakotlase in those reforms. Commuted allowance. Honestly commissioned, non-commissioned. Baba commissioned one, committed allowance yabona. Aya katua 50%. Habana committed allowance. Can you state that in record? Habana committed allowance.
Na committed allowance.
Yeah. Okay.
Inspector General, only Mokutoli Mr. Inspector General.
As far as all commissioned officers are not committed,
committed allowance. Okay. We will follow it up to find out. Is this true? And why as I occupy?
Onale mato a long gore. Hona kana le delay ya refurbishment tate. It's things that are still in process. Na delay because ne re a acquire and then we involved BHC to be able to do that. Amangwe jaka ke buana abankanzo batho ba tsene mo teng. But there were a few houses. And we have been in communication. I had, I think, the last meeting about 2 months ago with the new management of BHC to be able to fast track that so that There was a main house and then probably about 3-4 houses. But among them,
Okay, General. What's the number to buy rank is the film mo matlong ao?
ke hunting according to the housing policy, the officers.
The officers give a commissioned by
Commissioned officers. Yeah.
Once again,
and also, among it, because depending on the category, the NSUs among one but in senior NSUs. So it's when I lie longer the portions longer they straddle between commissioned officers and senior NSUs.
Okay, so Kiabarena Matla. Is that
senior NCOs and commissioned officers?
Senior NCOs.
Yes.
What is that?
Senior non-commissioned officers.
Okay. Arbeka, honestly, cyber threat malasinga. How ready are you? What are you doing to ensure the chances are cyber threat less safe?
Fairly safe, structurally sound, resource personnel, fine. Challenges in terms of the hardware and also ensuring we ensure we get the right tools. We target it with they are actually challenging. But we have space. That's why I say structurally, because we have given a specific unit that actually deals with issues of cyber security. We have trained enough people and will continue to train people to be able to do that. We have got tools, but Canada's cyber keep on changing. So we need to ensure that we get even more tools and modify the tools so that we are up to date with the ever-evolving security or cyber threat challenges.
Okay, thank you. Building a data center. How far are you with this building? How many years have you been building this building?
About 4 or 5 years. I get 4 or 5 years. Initially say the contractor, the main contractor and the subcontractor. So the subcontractor actually failed. The main contractor cannot actually continue how longer electrical contractor has. So there were litigations in between. But the main thing around that, the subcontractor, he was struggling financially. Ultimately, the termination, and after the termination, we are re-advertising to be able to get another subcontractor. But as we are talking right now, we are in the right process. It's a matter of actually starting, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we're in the process of ensuring we should actually continue on. It will straddle, I think, for the next, this financial year, we have budgeted for a portion in this financial year, and also hopefully next financial year.
Information about 10 years since this building.
I think, to be honest, that's not true. Not 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been building this building?
Okay. 2019. 2019 when we started.
7 years?
Yeah.
How much money have you spent in this building? How many millions have you been asking for every year to complete this building? How do you build a building for 7 years? Keep building how big is it?
It's not a big building. I think it is what it has to house. It's a computer center, like the cyber center. It houses the issues. It's at the server. It also houses the office thing. Different things, the redundancy in terms of power sources. That thing.
Okay, General.
Yeah.
It's a good building, I hear. But have you gone over budget?
Yes. We have.
How much over budget?
So far, if you give me a moment. We have a cost overrun ya gompieko ka 2,856,693 and 50.
Just to say, is that the third project now? Really, cost?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it the same?
The same. There are only
Okay.
two. It's
All
a
right.
canting.
That's fine.
So it's the same thing.
Thank you.
We are praying for any other delays. It's beyond our control.
I believe in prayer. I really do believe in prayer, especially prayer to Jesus Christ. But faith without works is not good.
But
I want you to tell me about the works part. You have a plan. Prayer is all right. Continue praying in general, okay? But tell me the plan. What is the plan? What plans do you have in place to ensure that this building is finished?
the plans, one, we have already made a commitment. Or in the process, I'm not sure. Sometimes last week, lay the main contractor, lay also the subcontractor, and it is something that will actually begin in the very near future.
Last question, Madam Mabel.
Financial year, and next year, this thing in another delay, so what we will probably have also to secure additional amount of money or continue to the next phase and next year. But already for this financial year, when there's a budget, it's a certain portion, so that in case, because never anticipate this litigation and things later, so that we can be able to start this financial year.
Okay, General. I'm on my last question. Do you know about a house which was procured go Zimbabwe? In a procedure. Are you aware of such a house, go Zimbabwe?
It's a representative procedure.
Yes, that's what he said.
In the Auditor General's report.
When was that? Can I just thank you. Let my Inspector General report that they have not yet gone through. So it's a report. It's a report that will interrogate.
Auditor General, report the Khalisi Kile the Vice Superior.
Let me go through it first. We were expecting the response from them. They had promised to send it by June 2024, the response. We did this audit in Zimbabwe, and they had said they will communicate with their office, the site, because we did it through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
So was it the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that was supposed to respond, or is them?
Them, because we were dealing with their offices.
Okay.
Thank you.
General?
Maybe for now, Honorable, to be honest, I wasn't aware of it. Linda, for me, it's something that, if we permit, I would look and re-engage more.
Okay, sir. It's fair enough. In 9.1 million go Zimbabwe billionaires requesting engage jalo. Defects. Some of the defects they predate
Nikere, Akirka mo Auditor General's report. Technical advisor, can you advise on how we proceed on this one? Because it's a matter in the Auditor General's report. I was trying to respond. Lorona Ubarnella report a response to Auditor General.
Thank you, Chair. To tell the audit, yes, was happening in the offices of the Foreign Affairs in Zimbabwe, where you have an officer who is stationed there. But the report was initially going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we believe that they should have called upon you to say there are issues here that relate to your function. Can you supply us with the answer so that we give it to the Auditor General? So General Haba either communication to facilitate the Ministry of Finance or of Foreign Affairs to provide an answer to the Auditor General.
So the status quo is that they don't know. So what should happen? Should they respond directly because they now know?
Yes, they could respond directly if they are able to, and copy to both offices. Copy to the Auditor General, copy to the PS Foreign Affairs. If the issue is straightforward, just do it like that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my leader. Oh, Chairman, please. Please, sir. Leadership. General, Chairman of General, Masolo got this 400 upkeep. Ke go ba go family go ra gona le ba ba etsang so jang ba ba sa pareng ba ba nnang go camping aba nelwa madi a kana ja a go batle re file because ba letsa ba re tswenya a go buele bone ke itumela go ba ba engage maybe 25 times ke pitsara ba tshaba kana melao ya lona le protocol ya lona is too strict go ba tshaba go bua batho ba modimo ra ba buelela re ya ke itumele tso re buile ke la di link ele o tla re fa feedback le ne ke se dipotso tsa one but we arabile gore a president has been set so la go follower so I hope re tla kopana next year re tla re sa buiga ya di link.
Thank you, Honorable Mabel.
Ya bofelo ke Re Mountain Brigadier Mountain o itse intantetse pele general.
Honorable Mabel. O hitisena kwa
WhatsApp ke ke ya batsadi ya bofelo ke general ke le ko BDF ke na le bomme ba bararo ba bane ba le ma civilian ba ne ba bereka ko BDF ba la sello ke be ka tsena go sinya Brigadier Mountain ba ke kopa feedback ya gore a go Re Mountain a fe bomme ba feedback etle ba bararo fela so even if it's a no, even if it's just give them an answer, please just give them an answer. If it's too sensitive, I'll committed to you, feedback. But if you can do it here, just give them feedback, please. They don't have access. Protocols are not
You have made your point, Honorable Mabel. Honorable Mountain. Nela to feedback. Thank you, Honorable Mountain. Nela to feedback. Arabadi Posa. Put your Honorable Mabel upkeep, please.
Say, ya bo me ba bara. Nya before ke tsena go upkeep ke.
Wa itse jara.
Ne kere ke tla mo go tla ke tla mo ra ke ra ba feedback. Me one ke batla go dira follow up ya teng gore go Honorable Mabel and other honorables. Office ya me le ba go lo ha ile teng. Le na le issues tse dintsinyana le mpolelle so that ke le facilitate le nna ha go tshwane le mongwe ya ja ka o bua instead of gore o no tsile go mo botsa male nna ke sa itse go nka be ke thutse go it should be an issue that we have not been here but
ya mena go ne ke tla no se o ke tenwe ke yo deputy ba ne ba tshwara ka lerato to be honest ba ne ba tshwara abanzangisa go yo deputy because you are not present at that time.
Thank you, sir. And then ya upkeep say we have taken note of that, and it's an issue that currently it's in discussion in the Defense Council.
Thank you very much. Hela ga bongwe go hata seno o na le batho ba babedi ba maemo a kentseng ke sa itse ke re ntse re hosta BDF yo mongwe ke Judge Advocate General ne ke re gongwe o re tlhalosetse gore nae motho Judge Advocate General tiro ya gagwe king mme le dithata tsa gagwe tsa katholo di simologa ga kae di helela ga kae ke ra judge advocate general o re tlhalosetse jalo ka ebile ene o ikanne ongwe le ene o ka itlhalosa yo mongwe ke yo o na le maemo a mabedi o bidiwa inspector general go tswa gape ga ke brigadier ga ke se maemo a monna yo ke ka ra mantsi a go na le inspector ka ha a re go sepodisi go na le inspector ga gona gape ke brigadier ne ke re hela o seno se yone ele ya ntlha ka gore ke bona go kwalwe judge advocate ke akanya gore gongwe le dikgang di-case tsa masole tse di gongwe di hetseng di buile ko di a thotswe o ka tswa a di itse ka ke bona judge a se gore ke a itse gore thata tsa go ke gore a mme go na le case tse di hetseng di a thotswe tse ne masole ba itsheka mme le gore masole ao ga ise a duelwe a di teng di-case tsa mohuta one ga di le teng di ikelela go ba duela le masole one ao a e leng gore ba na le di-case ba di winne mme ga ba ise ba duelwe tshologelo gore ta arabiwa ke judge ya bogelo ke gore a gona le project epe ya matu a masole ko sa rona city ga e le teng e tsamaya jang a ne progress ya lona ya yone ya le kgotsofatsa ke tsone tseo hela batho betsho le ka dinkarabela ya leboga.
Thank you, Chair. Ke simolola ka tse di motlhofo ya ga judge advocate go go botoka just also to educate us o tla handle ta tlhalosa ba re bolelela yo ko morago inspector general ke appointment se brigadier ke rank so
o gona le rank ya gona le
ke appointment just to put it in very simplified ke gore ke internal auditor ya rona internal auditor, not necessarily in the context of audit tsa madi hela. He covers the even operational readiness ya BDF.
Okay.
So that's what he is.
Okay.
And then they
clarified.
Yeah. Ko sa rona se so far re tsama sente re hendetswe manto ba deliver what they were supposed to deliver. More project.
How many houses?
408 units in Maloba.
408.
408.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 408.
Okay. Masole is one nothing.
Because in the recent sense Bahudu, once Bahudu, Bamajaga Kebua, Habaisi Bahudu, Mabata, Bible could tripping, had it trip change over, but 1 month Bambo process in Bahuduras.
Thank you, sir.
Chairman, what look at the Hore, Honoko Sarna City. Matown like Gahela Ampola Kia estate ya Sarna City. Hailore Nilesai Gahele Kia estate ya Sarna City. Hongwele Rabulela Horeki Wabukai Janikarakitori Hotura Helamoha Kamatsang Matoa Sarna City. You'll
explain, yes.
It's
well, General. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Sarna City, I think there are two phases so far. No one that we actually went and bought houses and make it say the figure as a Torah Kebukai. Get the figure as a thing. Then the second one, Leone, we bought land in Barahel. Onokosarun. The third one, I'm not sure we are in the process. We have actually buying the land. It's basically buying the land and then but the figure is at the
Kura abasambele senka yalo. Lesambele senka. Kura putso aminele gore Hongwe Hillary have the figures there. The land in the extent whether it's 1 hectare, Nampoyan, Irregular Kabukai, Matrabala Helang, per unit Tibala Helakabukai. Kurki Botsa Chairman Kauri from Kitsoyana Yami. Kurasarna Sitwa Duratota, Aho, Okanaitala Holekana Levo Pakalan. Nyanong ha e le gore indeed go a tura go unless bona ba dirile ka discount e rileng go nke tla hela kere ke nne ba sa senkele ha tsegogo rather than that suburb e leng gore it's very very expensive ke ra romela gale ba tla araba
ba tla go araba hantse ba leka go itshota.
Thank you. Maybe I resent the battle the figure. The reason why we got Sarona, and it's not only Sarona by then. Ne re lebeletse proximity ya Sarona to Kotiro, like Woodland Valley. And then as a concept in a relay, because Havana enough accommodation more camping, only even a challenge, for example, SECHABA, in terms of it's overstretched. And we have to do a lot of things to be able to rehabilitate or new buildings. But the concept was to be able to buy or find land or buy infrastructure or is closer to the base. Or hokoletsa masolo or halo or moto or bereka Woodland Valley. He's committing as well kakala, and that way is the additional cost. The intention was the same thing that we have some sort of an extension or a place closer to Kotiro, and that was the whole essence in terms of Saro. Not meaning if it's but that was the consideration in terms of what's the cost that's individuals in terms of commuting between home.
I wish to take advantage of what was passing. Honorable
Monari.
I did the video value sample. How would take 2 million lara? Chairman, the Kelets over home ba Heta Kahori. I have a recayana, Baraka sets as a sick calocalo. Leo Honohoaha, Baha, Matlamantian. Ababe by involved ba itsana pe ba le bang gore setska se ka re di valuara
nyame ba bang wa kana ba re kana o mo industry ye gongwe.
Yeah, then you are lucky gore a be rena le lawyer ra re ka di issue tsa di law issue sa ba re thusa le nna ka gore ke property gongwe nka thusa ya gore ke rela ka gore modlastilo a itse gore go na le maphata a mangwe o itira ka re a reka di property ba sena ba ba advise tseng gore nyame property ya go take 10 million, indeed ke 10 million.
You have a point, Honorable. I think ba taharaba o kilo a utelo go le ne la dirisiwa maloba ke PC a re ska ra topela ba imba rona dipotso a re go bidiwa go te witness badgering a re go ga teng a go a siama no a go utwa ke wa ba re khalemela ka gone maabane.
Thank you. Gongwe maloba ra henda 480. I'll still have to look for that, but currently we prepare for this financial year ne re face it into 3 phases. So phase ya ntlha ene ra rek ka financial year welang within this year 22-23. We bought 93 units go Sarona. There were need harlo 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms, and then that's why the code name among about alpha units, among about data units. Only 93 units, and then 20 units. So there were 113 units at a cost of 122,997,886 THEBE. 93 units were bought at 88 million. The 93 we bought face yan Saron, that we could name Sarna one. It has a total of 113 units.
113 units.
113.
Yes.
And at a total cost of 122,997,886 and 60 THEBE. So the units in Alpha, 93, nearly 88,439,000.
Sorry, General, Garota, Tantietsa Kakwan. Negata or 113.
Go ra di tshwane se.
E go negera a ke re bona le tseo re di Paulo ya tsone 113.
No, 113 ke tsote the total 113.
Ya no hilo thotho ya tsone gore ke 122 million.
Yeah, yes sir.
So ne ke re a ya no me go tokala re ko costing ya 93 millions di le included here.
No, ka kone kere ke mo breakela dara ke tsora na because ga di tshwane gona le tsa 3 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms but tsote ja ka gore I think gongwe e ka nna ga re misleader e be re tsa the total number go boy divide gore each unit e costa bokana me di harologane.
Okay. No, I get your point. Yes. I get your point gore gone tsote di costile 122 million.
Yes sir.
Me hala ya no batla go di harologanya gore tse 93 di costile bokae tse di mo di costile bokae
go ntse yalo se
o re ka dira yalo se.
So the 93 units, the alpha units, I wish I would like to be like, I'm not sure I get 2 or 3 bedrooms. Gates are 88,439,205. If we nale 20 units, what I say each one, so it was 34 million. 20.
Okay.
34 million 558,000. 681 6010.
Okay, so what did you 113?
Yes, ke tsone tse 113 tsa phase 2. Tsa phase 1. Tsa phase 2 ke tsone tse ke reng ga ke na tsone because they were recent. Then reflector from the current statement.
Okay.
Go truche. Go nka botsa gore does that price include the purchase of the land kana ye we separate? Yone madi a wa buang 120 million.
Ye was everything because initially in a reach go ntse ya lo bere reka di unit tsa teng. Yes sir.
Tse dingwe le hatse ine ntse le la lona.
Yeah, tsa ntlha tsena la hatse ne se la rona it is that you ne le sa.
I'm interested more le hatse ine ile la lona be ba la gela mo le hatseng la lona.
More I think no we are looking at further expansion. I get what out about Vareka le Hatzilitan. So that's why correctly la raise go be.
Go lebega gore di thotho ke tseo rights ho di tule no di batile. Me go lebega gona le further interest on the matter.
Yeah, ne ke batla go itse gore who owns Sarona City? Is it a private investor? Is it a local investor? Ke Batswana kana ke ma? Ke ra ke le go lebega ile hatsela le lentsintsi. Ngwe motho ka batla go itse gore ke la gama.
Le reka mo go man general.
Na ne reka mo investor mo mothong gore tota hela mo developer gore ke mang in terms of the director as a thing laying and things like that. We're basically looking at the explanation. This is land closer to the vicinity of the camp. We don't have enough accommodation more camping. We wanted to reduce the aspect of Bohaushanle campaign. We bought that.
Sorry, nele reka mo developer woli tsingore ke mang developer yo ke tsa gore go ma parliament ba batla go itseela at a basic level or who is this developer gore ke Motswana go tsa keng ke tsa gore ha ile gore na le information le one ka re nela are you able to provide that information? Who is the developer? Ke Motswana go tsa ke
re ka provide information if you could give me some few minutes in terms of that or RIC. The company I think it's called RIC. So I don't know where and things like that. We're just looking at the company.
Yeah, me right RIC chairman. RIC. Ke company mo Botswana e leng gore owner a lot of properties mme ga se ya Motswana unless e le Motswana wa dipampiri. Mme tota modulasetulo ga o bona re le go ngaka honorable Moalusi le nna botsa issue ke gore the prices appear to be reasonable at $1 million, close to $1 million per unit. But that will be only reasonable high include the price of the plot. But high neli tickets se tona. Those units, then it's very, very expensive.
Remunare, okay, Commander, na clear. Ba buang antla phase 1 93 20 inele matu aba italang already ho kana go ra mo le hatsing leo a ke yone commander and then bo bareka so di thotwa tse o re ndi reasonable tse go ra ke di thotwa tse e leng gore ba rekile me go na le phase e nngwe e go na le lehatse e le gore tshwantse gore ba khotsa ba tsweletse ba aga mo go lone o ibile go a hudugiwa go tsena mo matu a teng ke yone ya 408 ne ke batla go relate 408 yo le 113 gore a mme 113 yo mo teng go na le o ra o kopantse ha o bua ka 408 o ra o kopantse le 113
no sir
408
ke the second phase ke tsa go mpie ke tse ke reng they still not reflecting this papers ke tse leng gore but not this they ke sa leng ra tsaya. That's why I wela mo 22-23 a batho ba sa beleng go occupy ya 408 ke ba e leng gore ba simolang go occupy ene ba go hendu I think last month if I'm correct.
Okay, ke tsa gore lo itse ba ka uleng ka ya Sarona City go setse ya bohelo
was
ne ke ile ka botsa ka Judge Advocate General a ke re gape
yes sir
for public information ga pele hela gore le rena re itse gore dila le ma
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
a ke re ona le ya ditsheko gape Judge Advocate.
Yes,
Yeah.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, in 2018, Parliament introduced some reforms to the military justice system, out of which the Office of the Judge Advocate General was born. It came with two faceted responsibilities, one being the head of the military justice system. Ideally, this office was established because there was an acknowledgement of lack of independence of the military justice system away from command responsibility. So there were those elements of conflicts and unfairness that were observed. And as a result, the Office of the Judge Advocate General was created to kind of accord the military justice system some element of autonomy from the commander. And the Judge Advocate General is the head of that military justice system. And under that military justice system, there is summary disposal of cases. As we probably all know, the Act has offenses and out of which charges can be made to Masole. And they may be dealt with summarily by lay magistrate, or let me say, commanding officers. And then we also have a court-martial, a court system that is also recognized under the Constitution as a criminal court. That court operates under the oversight authority of the Judge Advocate General. It has military judges, it has the Directorate of Military Prosecution, and the Court Administration Office. It's a fully fledged criminal justice system which has jurisdiction ranging from fines, imprisonment, and even the punishment of death. Death mostly for offenses that arise during the course of war, committed by people who put the interest of the Republic at stake by their actions such as cowardice. And then the other part of the responsibility of Judge Advocate General, he is the legal advisor to the Defense Force. And that is what actually accounts for the presence of the JAG here. He advises the commander on administrative law, operational law, procurement, and any other law that relates to the administration of personnel in the Defence Force. With respect to cases,
Let's just finish this one.
thank you, sir.
Judge Advocate General, I thought you were transitioning to the cases.
Yes,
Ne ke re gongwe e thatswe hela gore o know re through the military justice system motho o ka tholelwa leso for bogatapa ka nako ya ntwa.
precisely, Honorable Chair. Cowardice attracts capital punishment of death,
Bogatapa.
especially when committed in the eyes of the enemy, to the extent that it puts the rest of maybe the fighting unit in danger, or even the Republic in danger.
Okay.
It's a measure, it might appear, but the effect thereof can cause enormous suffering to the Republic.
Yeah, me utwetse Judge Advocate General. Ne re ke dio tse re sa di itseng ke ra gore a ngwe ga re di itse. O ka tsena mo di-caseng tse di athotsweng.
Regarding cases that are decided by courts, Honorable Chair, soon as decisions are made by the court, unless we contemplate appeal or review of those decisions, they are, of course, referred immediately to the human resource management together with our finance people to ensure payment without delay. Delays may be caused by probably lack of or unavailability of funds to that effect. I must also indicate that these cases, Judge Advocate General Udidirale, through the Attorney General, who in terms of the Constitution is the principal legal advisor to government. He also advises or represents the BDF, but the Judge Advocate General participates in that process. But how we normally ensure that there is no delay in terms of payment unless we have an appeal or a review that we are pursuing before the court. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
So se buang ke gore go ka tswa gona le wa hantseng ba kolotiwa mme ba win case bothata ile go duelwa bothata ile madi gore a gona madi. Is that what you're saying?
Tse leng gore ke a di itse for now, Honorable Chair, ke tse leng gore we are still, there's still a dispute as to whether we should pay or not, because we are proceeding with appeals or review of decisions of the court.
Okay.
But as they have been concluded, it's a payment is either has been made or it's either continuing. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ke tsa gore re di tsere ka bolele. Nya. Ke kopo kopa.
Era ne ke kopa gore kana ne ke boditse potso gore is there a process kana is there a policy ya promotions ngwe ne ke kopa general gore ha ile gore e teng policy ya kana ka rona le teng can they share it with us so that re lebelele re bone gore me di matsenyo ga re a receivang a me gona le policy ya tsentse re ya address
Ke tsa gore ke kopo general a lona le policy ya promotion se are you willing to share it gore le rona re terantse batho ba re supetsa di khantse di ba tshwenya ka di promotion re ne re ba kana mme go kwadilwe ha.
Thank you, Honorable Chair and Honorable Marks. Yes, there is a policy ya promotion which we think currently we are also reviewing it. I don't know if it will be what's here. Currently we are also reviewing it because there are some things that we actually want to change to the policy. But maybe just to elaborate, to basically just summarize in terms of the policy. The process that they are following up, there are specific things that are spelled out in terms of the criteria to be promoted or to be elevated. That's the first thing. The second thing, as part of that process, it's something that actually emanates from the units, where they form a group or some sort of a committee to be able to recommend people.
Yeah, me general.
The
Talosa,
yeah.
Mosa Kupua.
Yeah.
Says Kupila, your how policy. Are you willing, and is it possible that you can share it? The promotions policy. I thought that was what you were asking for.
We don't have it. We can be able to.
Hey, Lorna regularly, so the Ragur and make it like I hit set and go technical advisor. Right, Bonal or right 2000.
Yeah.
We will now go to the financials. I have asked the. Sorry, you have your books ready? Yes. Okay. Which one is it? You have it? No. I've asked the technical advisor to assist. Hey, I'll trainer. Yeah. Okay. Just put it here. So that
You are ambitious.
Yes, we may get started. He may be using a slightly different approach because neonally training do you have it? Yeah. What will be there for content?
Memorandum of progress.
Huh?
Memorandum of progress.
We start with the memorandum of progress. Yeah. Yeah.
Page 8. Sir.
Hey, yes.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Page 8.
Technical advisor.
Thank you, Chair. Me, our committee was about 4 issues that you can note across the document. What are the key issues that need explanation or a decision of the committee? And then Sabubedi and the issues that are just for noting.
What are the key issues?
Key issues that need explanation or decision of the committee.
Yes.
Issues to be noted by the committee. And then issues that can be monitored through internal audit. And then the last one is evidence that can be submitted to Auditor General, the voucher and the like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Memo on page 9 of the memo. Page 9 of
They're interested in page 8. You are interested in page 8?
Page 8. Yeah. Members can members can comment if there's something on any other page.
Page 8.
Before
Let's go there.
Yeah. Chair, sorry, if you allow just a point to note. More page 9. Can I refer to memo page 8? Rebankantse something. Moody paragraph on only paragraph 11, para 23, but resensible DEF so that you can make better reference to Netana evidence.
Do we have the copy of that?
Yeah, copy in corrected version in 11 to 30.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Error.
Page 8, you're saying this. It's fine?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Page 9, motiving you these are irrecoverable claims that are being recommended for abandonment or write-off. They amount to 5.6. And then
5.6.
5,600.
Okay.
There are similar issues, go page 11, go page 13. Go page 11, only 53,000. And then go page 13, only 227,000. Go along di koloto tsene di tshwanetse gore di phuthwe mo masoleng kana the officers tsa gago. Since you have explained a bit on this earlier, what is the total amount that you have recommended for write-off holistically looking at the army, so that committee tle kgone go bona bokete ja madi a leng gore a cancelwa hela ke dikoloto tse di cancelwang?
Thank you. I agree. Meron mo. Makauleng. Gore ena o di tsa tse di related o di tsa nako e le ngwa hela.
Mme ka re ne re sa eda go tere di kgagantse jaaka we'll probably have to quickly do some maths.
Yeah, with the permission of the chair, ke ra gore ba ka di baakanya ke re ba di submit in writing. Ko re le the holistic amount that needs to be written off.
That's Thank you, Chair.
Is that something that you can do?
Point
Auditor General, are you comfortable with the approach we are taking? Accountant General, because you are from the Auditor General, so. Accountant General?
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
Sorry, Pele. I'm wondering what is the rationale of that, because we already have information here. Now it's like we are requesting them to bring another information on top of what we already have here. Kirar, how the additional study write-off, it's on the big book, but the 2 pages itself, additional one, which is around 231,000. Why do we have to ask them to bring another write-up here, 231,000, when we have 231,000 here? I'm confused.
Technical advisor?
We might want to know gore a di issue tse di batlang write-off ko lona di hella gone kana ke madi a mangwe go na le madi a mangwe a mantsi a leng gore a batla di write-off a committee sa boneng go tsaya bona a harologanye a lekwa.
It depends on the approach, but the information is here. It's looking at all to be able to consolidate and come up with that figure. So I don't think it is a problem to be able to do that. But like the Honorable Honorable says, it's the same information which is contained here. But we can consolidate so that we have an appreciation.
In the force. That 300
for the particular year.
For write-off A.
Yeah, I think we'll probably have to look. I think this is for the particular year, the current statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Ideally, Nikki, chair with your permission. I thought it would be advisable to look at the whole amount that needs write-off, and then look at the reasons behind having to write off such big amounts. Bopala go collectega a o lebella la generally bopala go collectega mme go tsama baka a irang gore go pale go collecta madi be ra write off go tsa ka subukiwa be committee wana gore a ka rarabolwa jang.
Okay. Like ke mo utlwa ha reng ha reng are subukeng jalo a teng ha mme re bo re neela mabaka ona gore tota mme go collecta di fine go padiswa ke mme bile go ka rarabolwa jang, and give us a report. Accountant General.
And
thank you, Chair. I believe the approach is not bad, but the thing would be that for them to talk to what they've written on their report. For example, if they are to say they are processing the write-off, what is it that they are doing about when they mean processing the write-off? they should be able to explain what they've written here, how far they've gone, because I want to believe there is a process for write-off, which they have to follow. And then when they come to this committee, they would say we are at the stage, or we've already written off the files that we have. And then the other issue would be, what are the reasons for the write-off? Why is it that every comment is to write off? Thank you, Chair.
Hey, Ketsawari, we cherishing the commander for the write-up. You need to how well are processing write-off, how well you have written off, but you are not giving reasons for such write-off. You have a point.
Yes, and it's a little worrisome. I mean, if we are to go with the route, more so that when you look at page 12, for the overpayments, but for the period under review, they made no collections. I mean, recoveries, it's somebody and never overpaid. So one would want to know what would be the reason for lack of recovering the money that was overpaid. Because however somebody has been transferred to TSM, that is not advancing a reason as to why you fail to collect money from them. So perhaps they can do us justice by giving us an explanation as to what they mean by failure to recover the overpayments.
Yes. Commander, l'Inspector General, que c'est define. Or, whatever define, il est collecté, car on est dit sur la gâté. Et on voit qu'il y a overpayment, et du salary. Or, totalement, talos qui le overpay le mot, vous avez pas le goût de cavaramari, vous avez le route transfert. How tolescente. I am not transfer Lorano Halsatolale, Lenales Pele Madiao, Anacolota, Cocolona, and then hang the write off. Or can you be very clear or write along off? I'll write off Halagore, or commander on a threshold, ya the write off. Have an L5 puller, a write off, and Mihosana Levacale Lala provide. I get to Rautuanaga.
Thank you, Honorable. Yes.
We are clear on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Honorables, look at the rest of the report, and if you're picking anything there, please advise.
Yeah, I think the
Hey, Hayetona Alcohore, Janu Command, lawyer now, I get chief accountant. My mom came, but not confused, more chief accountant, you're more financial controller. We tell all of them. My mom came,
Thank you, sir. It's chief accountant, sir.
Chief accountant.
Yes.
I can't know what I'm going we're also saying information bunti jawane. The Rangore let Tabolo the Carabosalonaha and then hand them in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. Kaure Kuchani. Tota, I think those are the major issues. I know that they have a very strong internal audit, which is called Inspector General. Me Kozoga to set the commander to follow up the rest of the issues. I believe on a quarterly basis would do to give the commander an update on these other smaller issues that may not necessarily be discussed here because of the time of the committee. I don't know whether that would be fair.
Internal
Noted.
Internal auditor, can Inspector General.
Yeah.
Hey. Auditor Turo, Kio Inspector General, and Ski about the Hagi Wata, the forum man or Tiroki, Ror Kio New, Tusa Commander Ravore, Udupa Dupe, Edi Palosedica Hatse, Evera Harita Kwandudi, the super or the panel Inspector General. Thank you.
Noted, Chair.
We
Thank
can
you.
proceed. Yes.
The big blue. We're going to have lunch at 3. On the responses to the Auditor General, page 3, there's the issue of the BHC loans interest received. I think you mentioned it earlier. And then you can explain the nature of this investment or the nature of this item, which was expected as a revenue of 14 million and it was not received.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. This issue is narrated all the time. I think, to be honest, when this was created, how capture the heading of what it's supposed to be. Capture the loan or anything for BHC. But basically, the project, the BHC, the dira, let's say something already dear. So, the data all the way back. The Joakakala, so narrating Yamadi, BHC to be able to do those projects. But what are Harrison Samani BHC as and when the project the Diraka di Facey, Madi. So it has come to a point, Harrison how we tell Lord the project, Hadisi the head, can Hadisi the Simolole, Madiamo BHC. So what are that money accumulates interest. Then that interest has to be paid to government. So the reason how it's estimate our revenue, it's a revenue based more net than your interest. So rehella resa collector. Rehella resa collector because of the fact that how maybe Lord Haba dira Haba declare the interest there maybe basa audita kana king on a period or no nale that gap. And as a result, none really bile what is at BHC and what we anticipate Magistrating to be able to get back to government. So we have a collector simply because Habona declare because it's not yet audited account. So that's why Hillary declare at 0 because we haven't gotten that.
2 questions.
So it's not a loan. Yeah.
This is from your explanation. This is your money.
Yeah.
So you intend to collect your money knowing where your money is sitting. Secondly, I need you to help me understand why is it a loan?
I think it's when this thing was done. I think it was wrongly captured or take a loan. That's what I basically said. So once all along, I think we're confused about our loan. But that's why I was trying to explain our kiddy project, BC, because the money is sitting there in the ready project, the BHC is generating interest by batteries. And as it generates interest, looking at the money out there, now we project an estimated revenue basing on the interest government. And we only do that carriage as they declare, looking at the money, that will go back to government. So we must declare. So as I declare, when this statement data, we have to put 0 because I want to say and one of the reasons that was advanced in the past and probably even now is because I declare because now we saw the audited financial statement, BHC. So when we make it like more finance to be able. So that's total to be captured what take a loan, has a loan. If I
but
it's not a loan.
This is why there's a problem because Hana, we are dealing with a BHC loan.
Yeah.
And the explanation you are giving negates what a loan is.
Yes.
And therefore, there's a problem that needs to be solved. And is it for the Accountant General to give guidance on what can be done? Because it's a capture of what it is truly is, then there's a problem.
Thank you, Chair. This item is a revenue item. So the expectation is that when they estimated the revenue, they knew what they were estimating for. So what I'm not getting out clearly is that what exactly is this interest received? I believe the one that says loans, this one can be addressed. It will just be the naming issue. But they should be in a position to explain what exactly is this revenue generation item. Thank you.
You wanted to? Yes.
Kore khosane lo ka explain hore madi a neetsweng BHC ne le bokana mme re solwela gore khotsa mo ngwageng a re neele interest ya boka 14 million. That would be a lot, eh? 14 million as interest would be a lot, eh? A re tsura mme ona ntse teng kwa isitsweng teng, just to write on to what she is saying.
Yes, I get this one is just the estimate, and then they didn't collect anything. But the point here is that when they did the estimate, they should have been basing it on something. That's what they have to explain.
There is something about recording there, sorry. Recording?
No, sir. Thank you.
Or you communicate with your colleague? Okay, all right.
And I guess it also calls for a reason to expect anything in return. What is the investment, if ever?
Thank you. This revenue, ne estimate are basing on what was collected before as a trend, because of the available balance eco BHC for the project, which what we have right now sitting with the project in Senor, they have to do is about 281 million. So what we have been collecting all along, who declare the interest basing on the balances was around Kwenahana, and we're actually looking at that as a trend, as an estimate, or collect that interest in Sinjana as a revenue. But like we said, ultimately because I declare, and that's why it appears as zero, because nothing was collected.
A full report on it. I submitted to ourselves because all I took have not clarity center more a kid's advisor.
It's already on the algorithm 281 million working at Singapore home. A grocery committee when or Yamadia lands are team a safe. Lad project in the trailers. La auditor will always check Horina go on. Last year, since Bukana, Udle interest rates of Bukan. So I'll give 281 million. Kimagiaman, Zialangor.
Yes.
Harjur ating on him. Lee Kuswadzora, Aqualinting at thing.
Thank you. That will be because it was for the project to discuss, and from our last engagement, the BHC, that was what Madia thing analytic. But like I said, it has to be audited report by engager and be able to provide that report.
Report your mentions would send you an information you need. I mean, Madia, I think Madia Manchak, Ra hit a hell. 281 million?
Yeah. Through you, Chair. And also the other thing is that I don't know if they have an agreement with BHC that they'll earn interest on money sent for project, because that kind of arrangement, I don't really understand it. Because I want to believe if yes, you have money with BHC for project, you'll just be disbursing that money, then they'll have to finish the project and then report back to you. Then the issue of them having for that money to have to earn interest, I think it's another issue. I don't know what kind of arrangement you have with BHC for that.
Asuku kopanele one thulaganyo yo khandeng jena.
Ga ke se ke kopane le thulaganyo eo se.
Planta.
Erra.
Ha se ore ba re kwa le report o retere. Ka gore o ka re le go itsura madi a hantsa le teng. Ga ba itse mme re le tsena le BHC hai ile be ga ile mo matateng a ke itsura madi a Toma misi sente. or madi a ka nna teng mme gone ne re na le BHC gone.
Chair, just so that we are on the same page. Now I thought he'll correct me. I thought Banets BHC Madi, or a sepe was talking about BHC is about the rel. Not necessarily because there was a project. Otherwise, if at all it was money earmarked for a particular project, then they will not be expecting any refund, interest. Maybe this is what he must make clear. Is it some fund they've created, BHC, where money has been placed, and then project the BHC to do their projects?
Thank you. That's the case. No one has specific project. They really are killing for BHC, and we deposited that money based on that. And the reason why this money is sitting is because of co-siding at BHC, but one the backlog. Because we have deposited this money, it's sitting there, it's any interest. And the agreement was that interest, the BHC, because I the project. And we are basing in this aspect of collecting the revenue, basing on saying or we are accruing. Inse one but declare interest by dualaya government.
It's a very tricky one. I think ibata thaloso go gaisa jaka by thalositse. I mean, somebody asked the question for Amadia. To me, that is a fundamental question. Amadi, abukit jobukano. Sonte right to hansalite. Alite me ekanila soluhet or na interest on an ongoing basis. I grab larvae misore ba interest they will bone. Kana hangwa when I saw to lie and interest. Or high home. I'm not saying high or interest that thing because the corporation law and the challenge 7. Or interest that thing and I stole a yakupuso yakuho. So I think all these things need to be explained. And I don't know the office to help us disentangle this thing. Accountant General? Accountant General, can you help us with the matter in terms of investigating the matter and giving us a report? Obviously working in concert with the BDF.
Yes, I believe we can further engage on this issue and advise there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Otherwise, our decide dimension here, mail or no canal and then the report we are expecting from the Accountant General.
So does that mean we memo page number 3? Yeah. All of the whole column, table.
Yeah.
And then we memo page 2, I think. Page number 4.
Yes.
I stand to be corrected as we go along.
It's monitor. This is statement.
Monitor, sorry.
Yes.
So monitor.
Just to clarify. It's a point that would follow up. When it has obviously also happened in the past. One financial, two financial, declare even the interest in areas. So, but like you are saying, it's an issue that we need to investigate, engage, the balance going forward.
And Accountant General, as all this happens, be very close and also give us a report. So please, we need that report. This is a lot of money.
Noted, Chair.
Yeah, guide us.
It cannot be page by page.
Guide us.
Okay. I think the rest of the issues, like I said, they will need to be monitored, ideally by the internal auditors. There's a government audit committee, I don't know, military, with the council or something like that, which you report a lot of major things regularly to them, like those major issues. Should be able to be reporting them quarterly to somebody within the Kerargodi Ministry and Government Audit Committee. make it that practice you could utilize. For space ka sa dutla hope. Ha ra go page 6. Page 6 kana osmola la go page 6 go page
Page 6.
go page 10. Isuparo tsere madi a kana ka 9.1 million ele di retentions tsa bora contract ba lo irelang ditiro. Me balance ya teng go page 10 ya 9.1 million. Gore tse dingwe ke tsa bo 2016. Tse dingwe ke bona gore lokwala gore company e bile e cancel go sipa ha se tlhole re itse gore ka duela mang. Jaanong ne ke batla go itse gore gone go tota go tla irwa jang ka madi a ka gore ke madi a mantsi. Mme ebile ba tswana go gongwe motho tla bana le company yana gore ha go sena tendera na ka go claima one a kgona go nna ntse a survive. Yaanong bona gore ba bangwe ebile ba tswalwa go sipa because ke dilo tsa bo 2016 mme tse dingwe santse le supa gore they are ongoing. Tota hela overall mathata a one ke eng gore madi a kokotlesegele yana.
Thank you. Mo gongwe tota dilo tse dingwe a lot of them di prescribe. Tse dingwe there were issues tsa litigation when somebody we felt gore wa kolitiwa le rena re wa kolitiwa. Tse dingwe other people just we did everything possible gore re le go re-engage batho ba ka go harologana, but tse dingwe jaaka o bua we end up other people mo sa tlhole ba le on. Tse dingwe o tla ithelela gore ke madi a retention gongwe go na le di-issues kana motho o bona gore ha bua tshwanetse re atle go atsa what we have complained about gongwe e le gore ke go mo go hetang madi ao and certain things like that. So there are many factors tota tse e leng gore di lead to that, but we make attempt all the time our le ka gore re bona gore batho ba leng gore madi a tshwanetse re ba bone ba le gore ba bone. But this is I think let me also give finance to be able to in addition respond to that. But ke tsone
se a dira yalo o ka bua ka ya company ya leina le la number 12 ke tsa gore letse ke bona traka teng impeta mo tsile maabane mme ga tisa le ba simolla tiro ka go page 7 27 May 2016 ya no gore teng madi a kana ka 328,000 mathata yone ke eng in particular ka ka company e teng at least ha ntse ke bona di traka tsane di se go le handle.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, sir. Most of the cases are the retention funds which have basically prescribed or gone beyond the period of 5 years. We will soon be transferring them to the consolidated funds as required by the law. And the ongoing cases relating to litigation will also be monitored. As regards the case here number 12, the estate construction, this we have just been informed recently after the submission of the report that this retention has been released with some others. It is only that we have not been able to get that evidence, indeed to confirm from the department which execute construction project that indeed it has been released. Hopefully by next time we come here, we'll be having that evidence, but most of it will be clean. I thank you, sir.
Okay. No, I think insofar as that is concerned,
Through you, Chair.
Accountant General.
It's just clarity on that one. Yeah, release, because the assumption is that when the retention has been released, it shouldn't have the balance on the books. Why is the balance still showing while they confirm that they've released the funds?
No, akere o ka rona supa gore report ene ya kwalwa. They only got to learn gore e hetse idwetswe after report is now kwalwa. A ke tsora go thusa.
Yes, Chair, through you. These are the balances on the books of the government. So assumption is that if the retention has been paid out, this balance should not be still be outstanding on the books. If it has indeed been paid out, it should have updated in the ledgers that the retention is paid out.
Okay, can you clarify, please?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. I think if you look at column number 1, 2, 3, 4, column number 4 and 5, it has got an opening balance and new retention. Some which release retention but remain with balances, you find that they have got ongoing construction. Will always release the old retention. But whereby there's a balance and nothing has been released, if it is, or there's a balance and nothing has been released, it means when we say the released, it will be an error, because I'm not quite sure of which particular serial number we are referring to. But ideally, there are a couple of retentions that we might find running the construction projects being run by one company, but they keep on adding retention and releasing the old ones. Thank you.
Are you sorted, Accountant General?
It's fine, but I thought we were specifically talking to number 12.
Yes, I thought.
So which is, because the opening was 328 and closing is still 328. Assumption is that if it was released, it should be showing 0 now, unless if it was released after cutoff or in the current financial year.
Noted, madam. Just like you mentioned, because this is for the year 2022-23, if it is after the cutoff date, we will not change the figures. But it is the one that I said we still have to go further and confirm that indeed it has been released by evidence. And if so, we'll indicate in the preamble that it was released but after the cutoff date. Thank you, sir.
Accountant General. Now, from a purely common sense point of view, accounts, from a common sense point of view, so we're in the next round or in the next session, evidence high rating. Thank you so much. We can move. Auditor General.
Thank you. I would like the accounting officer to explain 25. Number 25. The opening balance for retention was 38,000, and they ended up paying 226,000, which resulted in an overpayment of 187,000. And I've picked a couple of them that had an overpayment, resulting in the contractors now owing BDF. Because the opening balance is 38,000, what cost you to pay 226? Thank you.
Officer?
Thank you, sir. Serial number 25, Makraka Investment. Basically, this is an accounting error. When the payment was done to the contractor, in the payment certificate, the amount of retention was less the amount of retention, but they never actually posted that retention to the retention account. But when it came to releasing the retention, they released it from the account. Therefore, it appears as if the company is owing, while in actual fact, that amount was never posted to the retention account. So what is going to happen right now? We are going to execute an adjustment whereby we'll adjust the expenditure account to clear off the outstanding balance in the retention account.
When did you discover that?
When we were doing analysis of the retention funds, just a month before we came here. We do them continuously, but when we see a case of this nature, we refer it back to the unit that execute this construction projects. Then they provide evidence, then we follow it. But by the time we submitted, we had not yet received that information. But as we kept on seeing the evidence and the certificate of payment that indeed this amount, it was payment to the contractor less the amount, but it was never credited to the correct account. We realized that it has to be corrected, and we are going to correct it, Mr. Chairman.
What concerns me is that the Auditor General says there are a couple of such cases. There are a number of such cases. So This one, you may have that explanation, but what is the explanation for the others?
Perhaps others, maybe if you go to like serial 22, it's 125.
In general terms?
In general terms, some of them are small figures. These are mostly maybe small figures that the balance figures that occurred during the payment, either under or over. But a significant figure, we easily investigate it and establish how it was caused. If the contractor is owing, a letter will be written to the contractor to pay and we'll follow it. But if it's an accounting error, we'll correct it accordingly. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chair. Yeah. Chair, through you.
Honorable, yeah.
Yeah, may I, what we normally ask the accounting officers to do, or some of these, it will appear more transparent coming from them by raising the issues themselves. On this side of the panel. So if there are any issues that needs us to appreciate the errors made, please call them out, because it does not appear good for you, even though it's error. Because understanding is that you prepared coming here, and you could, there's a chance that you picked errors. So bring them to our attention before Ronara or Botsagatsone. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Holo. Kana yana o kai go hitwa se. O ga rapela go ka ba ka tola page e na le error. Ebile commander na bua go rapela kante. Ya no Honorable Holo bua nnete. I ne lona e ka tsweletse jana. It's a very big, a thick document. Jaanong ale dira jalo e nna ke tora re tsentse gore re tsamaye line by line ka gore re tsama re sa tshepe jaanong re tswelle pele advisor
ke a leboga che
re wetsa ka gore go pega go na le error o re ikaetse le wena members are also keeping an eye
mme ke ra gore hela tse dingwe ko pele kana ne ke tlatla ke bua gone gore comments tse dingwe they are too brief eng o tla boela impressed motho a kolota be gote not retired as a comment kore you don't know why you still, it raises more questions again. So the comments are generally very, very brief. Adi tlhalosetse madi gore go tsamaye ha kae.
A go a utwa ya no tsone tse ka gore di dintsi di bona dintsi ya what would you advise we do with those?
The commander has got the inspector general. And every quarter, every 3 months, I am radio robots and go PAC tell. Ditsamahaka, Kitsi Ditamaha. It's a rather or Hakona was Sakila, Takabu Defense Council, or Yanu clearly cabins. So I think I mail out the highway, Igler checker, update a report, everyone, or regional era me, Harishoka, Netan, Gratulars was it. What I will to that process. Internal auditor Raboto, Lalewa, Amia Kitsi, Meva, Rumela reporter when you go auditor general. Have I hit Zala reporting by Rumel? Hosali Lunazi and Gorokuza Stas Sole, Tata, Luka and Shera auditor general. And then issues will be solved continuously, not just once off.
How did Samakia Kanyahore? Inspector General Redele Poso Rebursamo. Ikanisa or Leonata are committed to doing this thing. Uno mention a Hansor, Kiana Yoga, Retusang. I get auditor. Yanum, Nakia Kanyahore, Remoko Pera, I committed. Atar to say, so this vague explanations, let's say, I can look at the Kanak auditor, or the Pika Haragate.
Ya me re tla follow up honorable re tla mo committer through myself
kana go why tshwara accounting general go ngwe ka go tsietsa me ha gona molato ha wena o rialo that's fine ba ba tae sala morago
kana me che kana internal auditor ene ya no go batla ene a icommita gore no ke taba auditor sent yana kana ke ene o auditiwa as the accounting officer.
Yes. How do you respond to that, Commander? Or internal auditor wena yan wa o ta mosala morago ra go audit.
Wa sengwe le sengwe wa se reporta se ileng gore ga se sone, and then I always have meetings and call batho ba leng gore they are responsible and take them to book and ensure gore go a diragala. It's a process. Gape le beyond that go na le even from our ministries le bone kana ba tla di ha go helele mo go ene before it actually goes to them.
Nane kere ya no se makwele kai advisor me ano has na go thusa internal audit report e ya kai ha ruta ba thusitse a clean up a clearile ambiguity ha elente report e ya kai
ona ka ne ke bua tsa maphatela ha ba sna go hetsa ba copia auditor general report ya tsotlhe hela ba copia auditor general because go na le tumalano ya ga internal auditor general le the director of internal audit gore di go go ene tsotlhe go auditor general me gone ke tsa gore kana internal auditor o ha ene Ramasole boroko gore nya radio di siame ka gore Ramasole ha bone sengwe le sengwe on the ground. Is there to give him assurance? Wa mo auditor mme tota se stona o mo ha assurance gore nya di siame morena tse di sa siamang ke tse bitsa smama jalo jalo. And then ke tsa gore ya bona a kitse gore go tso ho ha ba go defense council a di utse tsotlhe ba di reporta gore nya di tsamaya sentle mo sesole tshwantse re be report yo ile teng go supa gore di tsamaya sentle. Thank you.
Le ha ke sa utwa sente rona ya no mo go na le ambiguity le tse dingwe rona re tabore tsana ga
tse ka gore di goneha kana no se di go rogile ha ke committee ya tlhola e di lesa go itlhela e bona gore nya di clearile ora gore mo reporting ya bone ha etla tsebe batla ba tlhalositse ka mahoko not just tables gore table le tshwantse re nne le mahoko a tlhalosang gore table e containing di 300 mme mo go tsone tsa ntlha ke tse leng gore ga batho ba teng ga re ba itse di le 100 di le 50 ke tsena gore di ntse jana mme re ira jana le jana le jana be go salwa attach yone table yo as an annex committee yone be le bella bogolo jang the narrative e tlhalosang table yo not page by page
mme go ka bo go le ka wena kana wena your advisor ra ke yone ya gore ga kolo mme go ka bo go thamaletse gore re ba te ba resubmit ba tlhatswitse the accounts tsa bone sente.
The next sitting would be fair for them. Okay. So tse dingwe tse ka nna at the next sitting ba tlhabolole the reporting.
Okay. Officer a ke re wa utwa gore gang kholo ke gore tlhabolola reporting ya lona. A ke re officer.
Yes sir.
Noted sir.
E kana le babedi gona le chief accountant wena maemo a go kinga
ke brigadier, my appointment is Director of Financial Resources Management.
Director of Financial Resources Management ke tsa gore director wa utula ke re go thabola reporting bogolo jang di comments how gona le impressed e sa duelwang o ba line hela on order to be paid. It doesn't communicate again.
Correct, sir. Noted. We will comply, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Artswelle pele.
Ha re tswela o ke tshela le gore tse di latelang go tswa ho che bontsi ke di account tsa di individual officers tsa pay as you earn tsa madi a iswang go BRS and such related tax issues. Di break into small individual accounts make it a gore ke tsena gore di ka monitorwa through process e re buang ka yone. But be ra go page 85
accountant general.
Before we go to page 85, page 11, we have BDF welfare loan recoveries. Ibuteka 5.8 million, Ebezalaka 15 million. Expectation is that this one should reduce because they recover, then they pay out the loans. Why is it increasing?
Director, I'm Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam, for the question. This is it's a collection of third-party payments, whereby thank you. This is a third-party payments whereby we make collections from Accountant General for those members of the BDF who separate and pay to their respective accounts. However, we have been having challenges in the past whereby when the funds are deducted at source, sometimes the description is not adequate enough for us to claim those funds and pay to the banks. You find that we claim some and some remained. However, there's been a lot of improvement in terms of the statement which was shared by Accountant General last week. The officers have promised that this is going to reduce drastically because now the new statement which has been produced and which is going to be produced going forward, it comes up with adequate description to basically link the amount which has been collected to a specific individual, which makes it easier to claim it and take it to the personal bank of the former member. I thank you, sir.
Okay. Are you okay, Accountant General?
Thank you, Chair.
Advisor?
Mood pages 85. Ministry will thing or page 85. There's a VAT which is erroneously undercharged. BRS 26,000. Under reconciliation. So, 2022. King where the error gets out of the Auditor General. Hasone. Why did you erroneously undercharge 26,000 for BRS VAT on imported services?
Thank you, sir. Basically, it means at the time of executing the transaction, the provision for VAT, it was underestimated. They thought it was the correct one. But when services were delivered, or goods were delivered, the VAT was slightly more. Therefore, it means there's going to be a difference. That is the one that we are reconciling as to how it occurred. Thank you, sir.
Director?
Noted, sir.
Yeah.
Go page 88. Page 88. Honestly, impressed that the Kananga 47,000 or 53,000. More page 88. More tabling you. So what thing hella remarks your comments? Just say no recoveries. Page 88.
Thank you, sir. It's if you go back to page 87, it's very basically paragraph 109, non-moving advances, which is such as damage to government vehicles. These are very old cases of which they have been brought before the Attorney General before, and they have prescribed. And we are currently working on the process of motivating a write-off. They have been before the PAC several times, and it's only that our internal process, because now there's an authority to delegate, the authority has been delegated to the accounting officer to write off all amounts below the 50,000. Now we are currently consolidating this and providing justification, which will be convincing to the commander to approve the write-off. And immediately it is approved, we'll implement. I thank you, sir.
Hela, how no recoveries? You are not communicating. Ona talo so ne we nela. E hane we kwadile ka buripana. Ka go sna potso. So communicate.
Noted, sir. It will be done, sir.
There.
I think, Chair, the last comment, go page 97. Leonela, I think Khutsari Rejala said you are yone remark or comment there for the impress not retired. Sabat Wababi Dibao, the amount to about 10.7 thousand. Me, Khutuela not retired. Khutsoka Talusala Gargonia Buher.
Kurwa wana gore o ka re go na le pattern e lo kwalang ka yone e sa thuseng madi gore a itse gore why not retired, why not recovered. Lo kwala hela just briefly madi a ba sala a tshwantse gore ena a dira interpretation. So I think there is a lot of improvement to be done here. There's a director of financial services, there's the chief accountant, there is the Inspector General. Janu le ra me ka re le kana e be le gore buka dita go rona di na le these elementary errors. Na ke akanya gore commander lo ena o tsenya leito ka go gore a tiro ya di.
Thank you, Chair.
O ka di error di na dintsi thata.
On a part in short, page 98,
Part in short, page 98.
return checks. Can you give us the status of this matter more briefly?
Just to write on that one.
Oh yes, Nekere, the return check on page 98. Can you give us a status of the development pertaining to the matter?
Thank you. With respect to this check, it was a check of 15,875 pula, 6010. I just have to also accept that we did not write it adequately because it's a matter that is prescribed to. It has been here several times. What the contractor did, he owed BDF a certain amount of money after doing the construction project. It's only that I don't have the correct information right now. 31,000. He agreed to pay. He paid some. He owed us the balance. He paid with a check. A check bounced because there were no funds. We followed in several years until the matter prescribed. So it is also going to be one of those that are going to be requested under the write-off. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Brigadier. I think your explanations would you somewhere only you did not share with us. But that document you shared, it is for us to interact lewena, fully understanding what your position is pertaining to some of these questions that we are putting to you. So, like Chair was saying, please just give us all the explanations. Raskara Rabots Adibozo. Thank you.
Through Chair.
But then again, the right of Leone cannot just be open-handed. We need to appreciate all the why we write off because so it's still not written off. Why are we not writing these things off when we know what the prescribed and we are not going to recover anything?
Through Chair. Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Like all other cases that we have written write-off, in fact, we have consolidated this. We are cleaning the list. After cleaning it, we'll provide justification to the commander to request for the write-off. Immediately approves, we'll execute it. And I'm quite convinced that most of them, they will not be here when we come here for the next sittings. It's only that the commander, when he came last year, it was very difficult for us to bother with him with these issues because they were many and a bit complex. So that's why we said, let us give the commander a bit of time, work on these cases, put up a justification that he will appreciate and probably approve. Then we will execute them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Chair. Nka botsa la potso ngwe. Ke bona ga go the check was returned because of insufficient funds. But we know during that time when we used to write checks, it was a criminal offense. Whether any criminal proceedings were initiated on this issue. go e ne le criminal offense go kwala check e be dishonor.
Thank you, sir. It was a company. I'm not quite sure if BDF could have executed any charge against the contractor. Maybe the commander can advise to that respect. We followed until we gave up because completely the contractor was no longer in existence operating. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Even if it's a company, the person who signs the check knew there was no money in the account. That's where the criminality is. Yeah.
Nyamire re rawile ba ka le ngole boditse dipotso di clarifyilwe me to the BDF I'll say that go lebega ke ga ya di financials ga tswesente advisor has indicated gore me gona le gore re kope submission re kope gore le ba kanya dibuka tse for the next session di tlhaloso e tele tsone sente iska rasolohelwa gore a kanyetse go nne very clear gore nyame di khanking ke tsa gore a lot of issues were raised around the welfare amasole tse dingwe ke tse di taemela ministry honorable ke kgonegile o gakologelwa kganki le ya masole ya office ya military veterans ke tsa gore tshwanetse re take up because indeed commander masole a retirileng ba lebega botshelo ba baletse thata mme ha re utlwa go tana le office ya military veterans o ya di veteran we're hopeful or office ye ka tsela e pehela e tana le ka ga thusang ka teng masole a retirileng jaanong le lona gongwe re le rotloetsa gore have active interest mo officing ye jaaka gongwe mongwe a bua kana le lona le tona di veteran yaanong se ka re le bona bangwe ba le di veteran be e le gore tsa gore ke ja bone ba le nosi so take active interest mo go yone ga e nngwe e sa arabesegang ga mme re tlhaloganya ke ya gore tota dituelo tsa masole a retirileng le ha di secondile bangwe ko gore ba thuse mme ntse le yone ga se ya lona mme ke kgang e leng gore ya rora mo Botswana ya masole a retirileng mme a sa duela ke kgang e tona masole ba founa masole former soldiers ba founa ba botsa gore kante bone ba re le ba beile ha kae ka go tile ba ta duela kana ha o no tshwantse o duela go sa duelo ha ngo dira le dikoloto gante le o itira o lo thane le mongwe le mongwe mo motseng ka gore o kolota mongwe le mongwe madi ga a go roge gante le ba re motho o a tsere ga bui nnete o a tsere jaanong gore a re o a jele jaanong o ithala go sa tsamaye sentle ba ba ko BDF ba e leng gore la re ba 4,000 le bone e re hela ha le sena go hetsa ka ba bangwe ba jaaka le supa a le se le ba diege le batho tswe le bone le ba thuse madi a thokwa go tala ka jalo batho ba re ha ba soletse sengwe se diro ba ba ka tswang ba kolotwa ba win case ba ba ka tswang judge advocate general ba ka tswa kolotwa le bone hela jalo tsa mo go lebella ka office ya gago kana go ngona le tse di sna appeal mme batho ba sa duela go botlhokwa thata gore le di lebelele le bone le ba thuse mme re lebogela gone gore o le kgonne go taga ko matsheng a mangwe masole ba taba accounta to di-civilian a go bereke mo mahatse a mangwe re lebogele gone gore ka kwano gantse re na le thulaganyo e leng gore masole they can submit themselves to a process such as this one ba tlhalosa ba thwahetse o bona gore ba thwahetse gone go supa gone the dynamism ya democracy e re leng mo go yone gore mongwe le mongwe o will have to account for madi a neetsweng ka mo kwa kalo ke a leboga commander le team ya gago thank you so much go tabo go le lunch ka ema lo ka ema go rona la ithobogela a go thaetse tabo e ntse re kgaogane thogana ya ntsi. Thank you so much.